I really love Nintendo. You know, if that already wasn't super obvious. I grew up with consoles like the Super Nintendo and the N64. Me and my friends would spend hours on the GameCube, and my family would all spend quality time together playing Wii Sports. In short, Nintendo has played a huge part in my life, and many others as well. But behind every beloved product is a sleazy knockoff waiting to find and jump at its prey. In this case, I'm of course talking about bootleg video game consoles. Consoles that just make you think, why? Accompanied with a little tear running down your face. So, join me today as we hesitantly check out some bootlegged Nintendo consoles. So our first piece of electronic garbage we're going to check out is the Nintendo Polystation. Believe it or not, this actually isn't an official Nintendo product. Shocking, I know. Due to copyright infringement, the Nintendo part of the console's name was eventually removed, now just simply titled Polystation. The name in the console very obviously resembles a PS1, with its slogan, "It's just not a game anymore." You know what? I have a feeling you may be right about that. But hey, the real big selling point is the fact that this console has 1,000,000 games in one built into it. Yeah, 1,000,000! That is the most absurd number of games I've heard in a plug-and-play console. I guess let's see for ourselves. Oh my god. There really are 1,000,000 games in this thing. Let's play some. Okay. This is just Super Mario Brothers. Let's try another one. This is Contra. Okay, how about this one? This is just Mario again. This one? Double Dragon? Now Blaster Master? Now Mega Man? I'm beginning to lose faith here. This one sounds unique. Li Ma Xinjiang. Yeah. No. Okay. No. Yeah. It's Mario again. So what we have here is essentially a big emulator of NES and Famicom games. Oh sure, there are technically 1,000,000 of them, but the amount of clones definitely makes that number seem not that impressive. I mean, look at this game. Pikachu. It's a Mario 1 ROM hack with Pikachu instead of Mario. Sure, it's aesthetically different, but it's still Mario! The console was fairly popular in China. Go figure. The land of the bootleg loved this thing. You know what? These things are probably better for baseball practice. Oh! Up next is the Zone 60. Remember the Wii? Well, the people who made this atrocity sure do, because they really tried their hardest to rip it off, utilizing barely any motion controls, but still having the controllers resemble the Wiimote. First up, we have tennis. And it's impossible. What a surprise. The motion controls barely work. Maybe boxing will go better. Okay, so this one's a little more responsive, but who am I fighting? This literally looks like a baby. I'm punching a baby. My dreams have finally come true. Now we have a dancing game. It's just like Guitar Hero, but occasionally you need to swing the remote around for some reason. Also, the creepy baby is back. Hey, where are those boxing gloves at? I just gotta take care of something really quick. Then we got darts. Literally darts. It's bad. And those were all of the motion control games. All 4 of them. The remaining 56 games are all just terrible ripoffs of more well-known games. For example, here's Mario Kart, with only one racer, no items, and the same racetrack repeating itself over and over with no discernible characteristics. Don't you hate it how in Mario Kart, stages look unique and at every turn has something new visually to look at? Me too! I prefer if things looked exactly the same all the time. Then we got Candy Crush or something. This game is literally Burger Time, that classic arcade game. Braveheart! Those birds that you rescue at the end of Sonic the Hedgehog are super upset with you for some reason and want you dead. The goal of the game is to get under them and jump, similar to the Mario arcade game. Ball Blaster! Now, I'm not too sure what we're gonna be seeing here, so kids, cover your eyes. And it's just another stupid puzzle game. Although, I will give it a pass because of this adorable creature. Crazy coconuts! You're playing basketball in the jungle, while totally not Alvin and the Chipmunks watch and laugh at you.
Watch out, 'cause here we come. It's been a while, but we're back with style, so...
Magic cubes. It's literally just Tetris. Whenever there's a game compilation like this and they have to resort to Tetris, you know they ran out of ideas. It's just as lazy as adding in Pong. And that's exactly what the Zone 60 is, a lazy rip-off excuse of a console. There's obviously more games that I didn't talk about, but you essentially get the gist of what they're going to be like. Such as Mr. Onion, who sure looks a lot like Pac-Man, and his possible girlfriend, who sure looks a lot like Kirby. Let's give it a go. Yep, I'm burning this thing. Oh boy, see what I did there? Here's something new that I could have gone my entire life without seeing. The Game Child handheld system. I'm just gonna keep this baseball bat warm over here. You know, just in case. So obviously the Game Child is a huge knockoff of the Game Boy, an actually successful handheld console. But where the Game Child truly shines is that it doesn't have exchangeable game cartridges. Instead, it has 2 whole games built inside of it. 2. At least that means this will be quick. First up is... well, go figure. It's Tetris. Remember what I said earlier? Whenever there's a game compilation like this and they have to resort to Tetris, you know they ran out of ideas. Yeah, that. This just helps prove my point. And the second game is... I think a Mario Game & Watch game. Yeah, Toads are being shot out of the cannon because, well, I have no idea, and Koopas are being thrown out of an airship for some reason. And that was the Game Child. See? It was quick and mostly painless. The origin of the Game Child, though, is pretty interesting because it made its debut in an episode of The Amazing World of Gumball.
You got me a Game Child? Made in Chainor? This is such a knockoff, even the country it was made in is a knockoff.
Now that is truly amazing. Bringing a fictional bootleg product to life makes me oddly happy.
JRPG titles never make sense. They're just random words thrown together.
Okay, here's the last one that I can physically put my body through. It's called the Chintendo V. Now I'm gonna repeat that because you're probably thinking, no, I didn't just hear that. There's no way that's what they called it. But alas, the Chintendo V is very real. Released in China in 2007. Oh, what a surprise. It was a Nintendo Wii clone. Everything from the name, all the way down to its design and logo. I will admit, China always delivers on their near copy but different enough to not get sued design. And look how much fun everyone's having! Going by these commercials, it doesn't look too different from the Wii itself. Plus, I'm sure the Chintendo V was also way cheaper, so it's not too surprising that the console did well. But enough of that, let's check out the games themselves. Sport V. Oh god. Oh god! Now, try not to be too frightened by these lovely creatures, because they're actually the V's mascots. So let's try out some Sport V. Our first sport game is... Fry Egg. It sounds like a cooking game where we just need to... Dang it. So the objective... dang it! I'm actually getting pretty upset. Why is cracking this egg seemingly the hardest thing in the world for me to do? Once I actually manage to crack it, our friend here shows up again and does that. Then we're cooking. Oh, I guess this isn't too bad. Up next is Come On! A very vague title that can mean literally anything. In this particular case, it means throwing fish at derpy-looking Charmanders. Why? Game over? I thought I was doing pretty good. Whatever. Bird Night. Oh, you look absolutely terrifying. I like your shoes, though. We take control of Barrio, floating around with balloons. We need to defeat the enemies, collect coins, and keep our balloons intact. It's actually pretty good, to be honest. Fantasy baseball. Let me just say right off the bat, let me just say this really quick. There's nothing fantasy about this baseball game. But I will say that, again, the game is actually pretty functional. It's responsive, it has some nice animations. Good job! Lucky dice. The dice rolls and nothing apparently. Happy tennis. Why oh why does he look so dead inside? This game is also fine. Bowling. Well, at least this one is simply titled Bowling. Hey, wanna hear a hot new take? The game is fine. That's all I can really say. They're not too broken or weird enough to really make fun of. The game is just Diet Wii Sports. And just like with Diet Soda, I don't want it. If I can't have the real legit thing, I don't want it. I would rather have nothing than a cheap imitation. You know what? I'm just gonna blow off some steam and play my Super Chintendo or my Chintendo 74. Maybe I'll get my friends together and we can play the Chintendo Game Sphere. And ooh, who could forget? Who needs the Nintendo Switch? I have the Nintendo Bit. Thanks for watching my channel, Conroy the French Toast. I love French toast.